Hey Race, what travelers can do to stay safe in the Dominican Republic? The news that since March has caused, but there are several ways visitors can stay safe on trips to the country. The country is currently on A, which means travelers should exercise increased caution while visiting the country. Just this year, 2 have, and several others claimed they were or while visiting the Dominican Republic within the last year. Millions of people travel to the tourist hotspot for vacations every year. The tourism industry accounted for more than 17% of the Dominican Republic's economy in 2017. But according to a U.S. State Department information page on the Dominican Republic, violent crime, including robbery, murder, and sexual assault, is common. Hey Race, how tourists can stay safe during visits to the country. The U.S. State Department suggested that travelers stay in tourist areas because they are generally more policed and safer than other metropolitan areas. Travelers should avoid wearing and carrying valuable personal items that could attract attention, be wary of strangers, especially people who approach them at night, and travel with at least one other person at all times. If a traveler is robbed, the U.S. State Department said they should hand over personal belongings to avoid risk of injury. The U.S. State Department said travelers should not drink alcoholic beverages alone or with new acquaintances. It warned that tourists have been the Canadian government that they should never leave drinks unattended, and to be wary of accepting snacks, gum, or cigarettes from new acquaintances. The Canadian government said women should exercise caution while speaking with strangers, be wary of accepting rides and other invitations, and avoid taking public transportation and walking alone at night. Rape and sexual assault has been reported in and outside of major resorts and hotels. The U.S. State Department said security outside of resorts and hotels can be unpredictable, and it's in travelers' best interests to contact police or hotel management if they experience unwanted attention. It said that inside resorts, tourists should avoid secluded places and stay with someone they know at all times, including in the bathroom. Tourists should sexual. The State Department also said prosecution of rape cases moves slowly, and tourists may be asked to return to the country during the investigation if they leave. Tourists are targets for petty crimes, including pickpocketing and bag snatching in the Dominican Republic. Incidents occur at resorts, beaches, airports, bus stations, and public transportation, the Canadian government said. Drive-by robberies, where thieves on motorcycles or scooters grab bags and items from tourists' hands, are also frequent. The Canadian government said tourists should be wary of individuals who ask for directions, hustlers, and anyone who tries to enter their room. Tourists should stay in hotels with good security, ensure personal items are security, and avoid carrying bags over their shoulders. The local water filtration system in the Dominican Republic is not the same as the United States water system. Tourists should opt for bottled water while in the country. Visitors can also consult the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention for Zika concerns. Roads in the Dominican Republic are notoriously dangerous, dark, and close to the sea. The U.S. State Department alerted drivers to be safe on Dominican Republic roads in travel. Swimming areas can have dangerous undertows that may drag people out to sea. The State Department said travelers should never swim alone, especially on isolated beaches, and should check with hotel staff about current information on swimming and surf conditions. Tourists who fall victim to crime should report the incidences to the local tourist police CESTUR at 911 or 809-200-3500 and contact the U.S. Embassy at 809-567 7775. Local authorities are responsible for investigating and prosecuting crimes. Watch new deaths in the DR, raising travel concerns, provided by NBC News.
Raindrop, drip, drop top, top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that.